The design of the new facility was really an interesting challenge, and one of the things that happened was we went down there to the site and sat in the middle of this area that had been carved out into the jungle and realized where this facility was going to be built. And we really wanted a structure that was going to be a nice bridge between a man-made structure that was going to work as from a functional chapel point of view, but also sort of a natural, God-inspired structure that made you feel like you were in the environment. So it was sort of a balance of those two things. And one of the first sketches that I did on the site was almost in the shape of a giant leaf, like a folded banana plant. We do a lot of church buildings, and I think that's one of the things that's inspiring to me, is that people get a chance to meet with God in those kinds of facilities, and that's what we want to see happen. And it's less and less about the building and the structure, and it's more and more about what goes on inside that structure. So we were really hoping that once you're inside the building sort of disappears, and the natural elements of the beautiful rainforest, the cloud forest, just come alive, especially at night. We've got some great ideas for how we're going to light all of those trees at night, and the glass will just disappear, and you're just going to feel like you're in this cathedral. You're bringing the inside out, and you're bringing the outside in, and you're just sort of blurring the line between the building structure and the enclosure and the outside natural environment. Yeah, I think my message to anyone that wants to be a part of donating to make something like this happen is you got to see what's going on down there, and the kids, the smiles on their faces, the joy that's in their heart, and the just excitement that comes around, it was infectious. I felt myself getting excited about the fact that look at these kids, they are having so much fun, and they're learning something, and they're being touched spiritually, they're being encouraged. And really, we see this facility, this one building, as almost being the culmination of where some of those most important spiritual times will happen. They're going to be out in the ropes courses, running around in the jungle, doing fun things during the day. They're going to be down at the dining facility eating. But after that, they're going to come back and be in the evenings in this chapel building. And we really feel like this is where some of the most profound spiritual work will be done in this facility. So for someone that wants to give to a project like this, to be involved, this is one of the most, we think, important and significant structures that they could donate to, because there's really going to be some real fruit from all the things that go on in there.
When you talk about using your funds and seeing your dollars go as far as they can for the kingdom, you think about what God has accomplished already through La Montaña Camp. When we first started going there's just a few buildings. Now they've got the School of Ministry. They've expanded the facilities for kids to come, the great sleeping quarters for the kids, great dining area, but now a brand new facility where the kids will be able to come and worship. But beyond that, the plans that they have for this camp are amazing. In 4 years, they've done so much on virtually no money. With our resources, who knows what they can do? The whole rest of the property has just been opened up through the new bridge that's just been put in. Many of you put forth money to do that. What a great investment, because now the rest of the property is open, and I believe the sky's the limit. What you have is you have an unusual camp in one of the most amazing settings in the world. Along with that, an amazing vision for ministry. Listen, the Pence have a vision of reaching the young people of Costa Rica at this camp. They have targeted the whole country, and then even beyond that. So the vision for this camp is amazing. Amazing setting, amazing vision, and then partnering with churches that come in that have a heart to do ministry makes this place fabulous. But behind all of that is a heart to see kids come to know Jesus Christ. And that's what happens. Busloads of kids come in from all over, sponsored by different churches in Costa Rica, sponsored by kids in America. They come in, they hear the gospel, they respond to the gospel, they get saved because they hear the gospel in terms that are relevant, alive, and winsome for a young kid. But then we send them back to their cities where there are already churches waiting to take care of these kids. So it makes it a fabulous experience. When you invest in La Montaña, let me tell you what you're doing. You're not just building a camp. You're investing in souls. Kids get won to Christ at that camp. Yeah, great things, great activities, fabulous camp, fabulous setting. Bottom line for me as a pastor, kids are won to Christ.